Local tourism is a key part of Tennessee's revenue. All over the state, but in Knoxville especially, local officials and businesses work together in order to drive tourists to small businesses in the area. Kim Davis with Visit Knoxville explains some of the different strategies being used to attract tourists.
It's just a really exciting process. It's called a total marketing approach that we are doing along with the Tompers Group in town, and we are really diving into this community. We're diving into research. We're diving in and getting people's feedback and focus groups. We have online surveys that people can take, and they're getting all the information together, and then they're going to test a lot of those things in all our markets, and from that we're going to be able to gain a lot of information, a lot of resources in what future campaigns will look like.
As Davis said, Knoxville establishments are beginning to use different ways to promote themselves. Jimmy Buckner, CEO of Latitude 35 in Market Square, spoke about the different ways he portrays his message.
And you reach out to people through a myriad of different ways, obviously relationships, but also you have your website, your social media. We do advertise in the Metropulse on a weekly basis.
Beyond social media, Tennessee is working to support local businesses across the state and in Knoxville through their Tennessee Trails and Byways initiative. The initiative maps out paths for tourists to follow and marks local businesses and historical sites along the way.
I think the Tennessee Trails and Byways is a fantastic program. It has been it's been a really great way for different regions, different counties, different cities to work together to really see tourism. So I think in that those partnerships and stuff are huge. It also gives our attraction something to be even more part of, a really state kind of push. We have 3 trails that come through Knoxville. We have the Rocky Top Trail, the Top Secret Trail, and the White Lightning Trail. Last year we brought in a group of journalists who did the White Lightning Trail, and that was a really unique thing because we worked with all the counties on that we traveled that trail and they got to experience it and we got to see it. So it is something that, it's in the second stage, it's in 2.0 stage right now. They're rolling it out as we speak, and I think that's going to have a lot more things. All the trails are now launched. That was the first phase.
A good way for Knoxville to improve is by collaborating with other tourism departments, specifically those in the Southeast region and in similar markets. Davis said that she is able to contact other directors of marketing across the region in order to share ideas. One such city that draws comparisons to Knoxville is Asheville, North Carolina, who relies heavily on supporting local businesses rather than big attractions that amass large amounts of people. The Asheville Convention and Visitor Bureau's annual marketing plan stretches their success in hotel and lodging tourism, similar to East Tennessee's Smoky Mountains. North Carolina's Tourism Product Development Fund has also allocated many resources for the development of local attractions such as Grove Arcade and the Orange Peel. Back in Knoxville, business owners believe that their greatest tool for marketing themselves is working together along with the resources at Visit Knoxville.
Obviously, relationships, first of all, very important. We like to think of ourselves as being a good neighbor here. Downtown, we certainly have a lot of friends throughout all of the downtown footprint. We feel that if people come to downtown, we all win. Therefore, the energy is contagious. Downtown is growing at a good clip, and so when you have Visit Knoxville and other organizations to complement that team effort, if you will, of both the private sector as well as the city, that's a strong combination.
Davis agrees and emphasizes the importance of knowing your community.
In your community, a lot of times people say, "Oh, there's nothing to do here," or if there's not a game in town, or whatever. Somebody said, "What is there to do at Knoxville?" Know the resources. Our website, knoxville.org, has a plethora of events going on. As much as, because visitors come here and they love it. They're like, "Oh my gosh, there's so much to do." So we just need to also get folks that are here, even if you're here for 4 years of school or you're here you're here for life. Knowing what's going on is really exciting.